Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I just landed back home from New York City from the, whole extravaganza of Anime NYC, which wasn't that extravagant at all. I will be doing a story time on that. For the next couple of weeks, I will be posting NYC content. I'll be posting videos from the Isayama panel. I'll be posting a vlog, but I don't know if I want to do that on this channel or my second channel. I'll be posting a lot of NYC content just for the next week, I believe. And we're just going to get all of that out. But for this video, I just want to talk about this little controversy that fucking happened over the span of like an hour. Okay, so if you have me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter at Brown's Tragic, because Brown's Magic was taken. There was a situation where apparently I'm spreading misinformation. I'm twisting Isayama's words. I'm this big bad wolf who's trying to push a narrative that Isayama changed the ending. Oh no, Isayama changed the ending. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Only he said that he has multiple times, right? But anyways, if you haven't seen the thread, here's the thread. I'll probably be linking it below. And here's the tweet that got everybody's panties like in a bunch. So I tried to preface everybody by saying, hey, I'm not allowed to record, so I'm kind of multitasking here. I'm typing as the people are talking, so there you go. Take what I say with a grain of salt, right? I do not think I misinterpreted what Isayama said at all in this tweet. In fact, I'll go out on a limb and say I did not. And if I did misinterpret something, what I misinterpreted was that he said that AOT was originally supposed to end like kaiju. The last word, kaji, is supposed to say kaiju, which is a painting that he was really inspired by. What he had said previous to the whole ending question was that AOT is originally inspired by kaiju, the painting. He said that was the inspiration of the story, kaiju, right? And so I fully interpreted that, right? So with my interpretation, that could be 100% wrong. Well, I mean, maybe not 100%, because he did say it inspired the story, right? Which would imply that it inspires the end, right? And then there are kind of scenes in AOT that look like that kaiju painting. There are scenes that look like that. So maybe he just meant he wanted a scene that looked like that, and that birthed Attack on Titan. Right? So if anything is misinterpreted in this entire tweet, it's that part. Sorry. That's it, though. The rest of this is fucking what he said and what he meant. And if I'm wrong about that, then me and the translator both were, I don't know, smoking that whatever pack. I don't fucking know, bro. In more words or less words than this, Isayama basically said, as he was writing Attack on Titan, he had his ending in mind, right? He knew where the series was going to land. Then the anime started. And as the anime started, it influenced him as he was writing the manga. As he's writing Attack on Titan, he's seeing performances by Kaji Yuki, and he's like, wow, so this is who Eren is. I didn't have that fleshed out. And then he says, verbatim, that he shifts the story to fit more with the character who Eren is. Eren was, right, he was the definition of agency. Therefore, his character propelled the story. So in me saying Eren, Kaji Yuki's portrayal of Eren influenced the end, that is exactly what it means. Because Eren's actions are contingent on his character. And if Isayama found out who Eren's character was based on Kaji Yuki's portrayal of him, then that is what inspired and influenced the ending. Hello? He said Kaji Yuki's performance made Isayama believe that Eren is this good guy, in quotes, right? Now, this is fully interpretable, right? Why did the translator put quotes? My take on that is because Eren is quote good guy end quote at the end, because what he does for his dear friends that the fandom loves, instead of and he ends at 80%, giving the other 20% a chance to recuperate, whatever, giving his friends a chance to bring about this freedom, this sovereignty for Paradis. That is what I believe the quotes around good guy meant, because he's fucking stupid and he still does a genocide, right? So that's where they're like, good guy. He's as good as he could possibly get, right? To the fandom, who were Alliance stands, right? He's a good guy because all he ever wanted was to be by Mikasa's side and have his friend live long lives. And he's a good guy and he's so precious, but he just couldn't, instead of having him be who we all thought he was. Now, this is going to sound rude, but people who understood the story saw him as this unapologetic guy who's like, I'm here for freedom. I'm here for freedom. Paradisians should not die because of what, the world says should happen, or because of 2,000 years ago that we had nothing to do with. I'm here for freedom, and I'm going to get that by any means necessary. That's Eren being a bad guy. Quotes, right? Eren being a, quote, good guy is just, I feel, a nod to him doing everything he did just for his friends to live long, happy lives. A pure, innocent little dream just for his bestest friends that the fandom loves. Connie, Mikasa, Jean. That's Eren being a, quote, good guy, right? That's him shifting the story, which, honestly, if the story, the beginning, the middle, and the end were already planned out, and halfway through your writing, you see someone portraying Eren in this way, so that makes you shift the story towards that portrayal, or I guess it changes your mind about your main character who has the agency to steer the story in certain ways, then that is literally the definition of retconning. And if you don't see that, then you're burnt up. There's no hope for you. Isayama changed the ending. And in the same exact fucking sentence, he contradicts himself. Yeah, well, it's not really that much of a contradiction, right? He's saying I had the ending in mind, right? As soon as I started writing Attack on Titan, I knew how it would end. Then I saw Kaji Yuki's performance. And then I was like, my main character who pulls the story forward, this is who he is as a person? Oh, so he's not as bad as I thought he was, right? Bad meaning I'm gonna get freedom by any means necessary. He's not as bad as I thought he was. He's actually this good guy. Good meaning I want all my friends to live long, happy lives. So, okay, let me shift the story verbatim. Let me shift the story to make him reflect that. Let me shift the story to convince the readers that this is who Eren is. This is what Isayama said. And so how am I misinforming the public by saying this is what he said? This is what he said. It just takes a fucking brain to piece it together. I could have said, Isayama said, although the ending was set. Well, I could have fucking said verbatim what he said, right? If I had all the time in the world and if I wasn't sneaking my phone up to record him and stuff. I could have said verbatim that. But then it would be up to you to piece together what it means. I just took it a step further because I was listening and trying to paraphrase and do all this shit quickly. So I gathered as much information I could for you guys as possible. So I took it a step further and I just interpreted it for you. And I just made it concise. That's what I did. And then the character count, right? And so you got people translating what Isayama said in Japanese, which how would I know what exactly he said, right? I'm paraphrasing the translator because I speak English, right? I'm paraphrasing the person who's speaking English. So you're getting a now third-hand account of what was said. Isayama's saying something, then it's being translated to me, and then I'm paraphrasing that for you. So you've heard of primary resource, secondary resource. This is a third fucking resource. I'm a fucking tertiary resource. And guess what? I still didn't lie. And I still didn't misinform anybody. If Isayama had a set ending in place, and then in the middle of his story got influenced by Kaji Yuki's performance, his portrayal of Eren, and then Isayama subsequently decides to shift his story verbatim. That's what he said. He shifted his story to convince the readers of his new perspective of Eren or whatever the fuck. That is retconning, because you already had your set beginning, your set middle, and your set end. And to add all of this shit midway through your series, oh shit, I'm just now realizing who Eren is. Midway through the series, it's betraying the shit you set in place. That's why the ending doesn't land, which he also says. He acknowledges the fact that, hey, this is why the ending did not land. He acknowledges the fact that it's bad because he got this new understanding of Eren halfway through the fucking thing. And so now tell me where I lied at. Tell me where's the misinformation. You guys got fucking the headquarters of EMs and ending defenders on my nuts right now, translating shit, saying this is what he said verbatim. All right, now fucking what does it mean? That's what he said verbatim. Now what does it mean? Apply it to the story. Apply it to logic, what he's saying. You have to interpret things to make meaning of them. And then the context is about the ending. So, of course, him saying Kaji Yuki changed his perspective on who Eren was. Of course, him saying that in regards to a question about the ending means that the changed perspective influenced the ending. It doesn't take hard work to put this shit together, guys. I'm not lying to you. If I wanted to lie to you, I would have been lying through the whole thing. If I wanted to lie to you, why would I record anything? If I wanted to lie to you, I would have just straight up said, oh shit, Isayama said, the ending sucks, and Eren Hisu was supposed to be canon, and he left all of the symbolism and shit there, but it was too late to pull it out. Damn, that's what Isayama just said verbatim. No videos, no receipts. That's what I would have fucking said if I was gonna lie. And why the fuck would I lie when the official fucking video is going to be released to the public soon? You guys are really fucking starting to baffle me with how stupid you are. To the people, you know, who I'm talking to, I'm not talking to my fucking audience. You guys know what's what. But what he said is literally the definition of retconning. George R. Martin said it best. Go with your original ending, even if your audience guesses it. Because to change it, like if you write in your story that the handmaiden is the killer, you have all of this shit set up before that leads to the conclusion, oh yeah, the handmaiden is the fucking killer. But if your audience guesses it, and then out of nowhere, you're just like, well, fuck, they got me. Let me pull an Uno reverse. The killer is the butler. Now you have to ignore the previous threads you already put in your story and add some new bullshit to make it so that the butler is the killer. When in reality, it is the audience pleasure. The people who are paying attention who should be able to be like, oh, fuck, it's the handmaiden. She did this, she did this, she did this. It's definitely the handmaiden who killed him. And then you get mad as an author because people guessed your story. Nope, now it's the butler. Well, guess what? The fucking 60 chapters, 12 scenes in those 60 chapters of the handmaiden being suspicious, it's bullshit now. And now guess what? You have to add in some stupid reason why the handmaiden was being suspicious. Mikasa's headaches. You have to add in some bullshit, a bullshit ass motive for the butler now, because it was never the butler who was the killer. I don't know. I just wanted to do the rumbling. Fuck you. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Where did I lie? Where the fuck did I lie? Where the fuck did I lie? And if I was proven wrong at any point, I would have no problem saying, oh shit, I was wrong, guys. My bad. But what I offered you guys was a disclaimer. Hey, I'm translating from a translator, and I'm multitasking, and I'm not supposed to be recording. That's what I felt comfortable saying, because I know what I fucking heard, and you guys aren't gonna gaslight my fucking reality. No, bitch, you're putting words in his mouth, you're twisting his words. This is what he said. Now interpret what he said. That's the next step. Anybody with a fucking brain, it's not just words go in through your ears and then come out. Words go in, you process them, you establish meaning, and you're like, oh, fuck, this is what he means. This is what he said, and this is what he means. And they better, God hope, they fucking connect. So that's what I'm saying to you. He had an established beginning, middle, and end before he started writing Attack on Titan. He starts writing Attack on Titan, and then in the middle of it, he sees Kajiyuki's performance, and he's like, oh, fuck. The character with the most agency in this story, who pushes and propels this story forward, I'm just now seeing a new side of him. I'm just now finding out who his character is. I'm just now realizing through Kajiyuki's performance who Eren Yeager is. And it's different than what I thought before, right? It had to be. Because at first Eren Yeager was a, quote, bad guy. By any means necessary, freedom. Kajiyuki convinced me that Eren Yeager is a good guy. Just want my friends to live long lives. Let me now shift the story. Let me shift the story to convince the readers of this. This thing that I just found out right now. That is the definition of retconning. Anyways, stay tuned for more videos. I'll definitely be posting more about the NYC panel. Probably tomorrow, honestly. And yeah, take care. If you still think I'm lying, you just don't have the range for this conversation. If you still think I misinterpreted, twisted his words intentionally, something like that, you just don't have the depth or the range for this conversation. The only thing I could have been wrong about was, not even wrong, but the only thing I could have interpreted in a way that wasn't 100% correct was the kaiju thing. Because he said, oh, yes, this was the original inspiration for Attack on Titan. I'm not sure if he said the ending or not. That is something I let people gaslight me out of believing now. Because I don't think he said... It's possible he did not say the original inspiration for the ending. I think he said the story now. The kaiju painting was Isayama's original inspiration for the story. And it's the scene of this big monster and then this village, right? That looks like the rumbling. So by inspiration for the story, that could just be like, oh, fuck. Isayama's like, I know I want this story to end in a rumbling. And on that note, by I knew the ending, Isayama probably means he just knew that the story would end in a rumbling. That's possible. Let me not say probably. Let me say it's a possibility. He just knew that the series would end in a rumbling. And the Kajiyuki thing is what influenced him whether Eren would go 100% or 80%. Which is a big fucking difference. It's a big fucking difference. The Kajiyuki thing could also be what inspired Isayama to be like, influenced him to be like, oh fuck, and then Eren's gonna have this mental fucking breakdown and cry about Mikasa at the end. That could also be, Kajiyuki's performance influenced me that Eren would behave in this way. And he shifted the story. Definition of a retcon. Anyways, that's it for me. Bye-bye.
Okay. So, as from the very beginning, I knew the conclusion of where this story would be landing at the end. But details like what the main characters would be doing to get to that point was not yet determined. So this was around that time the anime Attack on Titan started. I was very inspired those works of the animators and also the voice actors like Kaji-san. And the more and more it started to get incorporated into my own work as who this character Eren is.
そうですね。つまり結末は決まっていて、それでそのエレンがここまでやるっていう のに説得力を持たせるようにストーリーをちょっと変えていった結果、まあちょっとうまくいかなくなったなっていう、本当にラストは自分でもちょっと難しいなって思いながら、うまくいかないなって思いながら書いてました。すいません。
So, as I was getting influenced by the works of the anime Attack on Titan, it started to really kind of shift the portrayal of the main character, Eren, to be more of a good guy. So in order to convince the readers of his intention and decisions, I really have to kind of steer the direction of the stories to make it very convincing. I still have I still have doubts within myself. Did I land it? I'm not even so sure, and I still struggle on this point, and I'm very sorry about that.
No!